Hi, friends. Thank you for joining me for our weekly Pastor's Update. This past weekend, Melissa Parrish and myself had a great racial justice training with state and local public officials. It was very encouraging to see our leaders taking the initiative to deepen their knowledge in racial justice and committing to building racial stamina as they lead us during these tumultuous times of racial injustice around our world. One of my favorite slogans is that the author of harm should be the author of healing. So, as we head into Black History Month, so much of what Black and Brown communities continue to endure is connected to political practices and policies of the past. Many of those policies allowed redlining, policing models that were patterned after slave patrols, urban renewal that displaced Black and Brown communities, economic divestment policies that created sustained community deprivation leading to increased violence, and educational policies that disadvantaged children of color. I just learned this week that even as I write this bulletin, that the county legislature is working on a process to choose our next public defender, which will have a huge impact on communities of color. So let's make our voices heard. Ultimately, to have a group of policymakers looking to reverse the damage done by systemic racism is very hopeful. It is a very tangible way to align with Father Jim's homily this past weekend of planting flowers of justice and hope in 2022. Our Chiapas ministry invites you to indulge yourself the weekend of January 29th and 30th, this weekend, with our Fair Trade Chiapian coffee. It will be for sale after each Mass this weekend. And as always, we offer our drink now, pay later policy, or you can order online. So we want to thank you so much for helping us to provide a living wage to the growers in the highlands of Chiapas, Mexico. And remember that quick payment ensures our continued support of the indigenous and their families. And note that a warm cup of coffee in the morning will certainly hit the spot. So muchas gracias. The Visioning Board, you may know, is a group of folks in our parish who are responsible for ensuring that we at Spiritus Christi remain true to our parish mission. It also deals with personnel issues involving our clergy. It is made up of parishioners and staff and clergy, and we currently have 3 openings and are about to begin the election process. So at this time, you can nominate someone, including yourself, to be a candidate. It's a 4-year term, and there's one position available at each of the age ranges. So there's the 18 to 34 age range, there's the 35 to 49, and then there's the 50 plus age range. The nomination form is at our website, or you can email the following information to Pete Scorsone, and his email address is petescorsone@howardhanna.com. You can email the name of the person you're nominating, their email address, their phone number, and their age range. So thank you so much for giving this some careful consideration, as the Visioning Board plays a very key role in the decisions of our parish. Our Spark team invites you to join them for their February fundraisers for the Civil Rights Heritage Site. You'll have an opportunity during February to buy a brick for the Civil Rights Legacy Walkway and add the name of your loved one or someone important to you historically who engaged in the Black freedom civil rights struggle, who was either a freedom fighter, a truth teller, or a voice for justice. The goal is to sell 1,000 bricks. So they're also having 2 additional events, and those are $25 suggestions. The first is a talk that will happen on Saturday, February 19th at 2 p.m. And that talk will be given by one of our parishioners, Wendy Murray, and one of our partners, Rena Golden, who is the owner of the Avenue Black Box Theater. And together they will give a talk on the Underground Railroad, Black Women on the Freedom Trail. So you don't want to miss that. And the second fundraising event is a music concert, and that will be entitled Love and Justice, a Family Affair. And that will include several local artists who will sing and provide a concert for us with those themes on Friday, February 25th at 6 p.m. More details on how to purchase your tickets and bricks will be on our website. We also sent our condolences this week to the family of Lisa Kraft and the Thursday night folk group, who was a big part of her family on the death of Lisa. So we invite you to join us this coming Thursday for her memorial service, where we'll celebrate her life. So it'll be this Thursday, January 27th at 7 o'clock. We also send our deepest sympathy to Kathy Hansen and her family on the death of Kathy Hansen's brother, Larry. We want you to know that we are sending our hearts to you, our prayers to you, and our love to you as you are experiencing grief and loss this week. All right, friends, may God keep you warm as you plant seeds of hope this week. Take care, and I will see you next week for our weekly Pastor's Update.